Yo, what you saying, YouTube? It's your boy King Cardo, and today, fuck all that nice shit, because last video, y'all had a bunch of shit to say. I want to share my opinion on what I thought this is what we were all thinking, but apparently not. Y'all are upset that I think Michael B. Jordan deserved to win Best Actor at the Choice Awards. And I swear he didn't even win. Matter of fact, I should have pulled this up beforehand. He win at the Golden Globes. Golden Globe Award Best Actor. Best Actor. Wow. It wasn't even Michael B. Jordan. Was he even a nominee? Best Performance by a Male Actor in a Motion Picture. Oh, wow. Not even a nominee. Not even a nominee. I think this guy was nominated, though. Hold on. No, not People's Choice. Damn. Critics' Choice Awards, winners and nominees. Okay. Yo, don't piss me off, bro. Don't piss me off. Yo, hold on, bro. Hold on. So, yo, listen, if you're okay, get off Timothee's dick, bro. Get off Timothee's dick. I don't even care about the language in this video. Get off his dick, bro. Because what do you mean Timothee Chalamet wins, bro? He wins Best Actor at Critics' Choice Awards, right? But in the Golden Globes, I don't know who does the voting for the Golden Globes, but you're not even a nominee. At least Michael B. Jordan and this dude, Wagner Moura, were both nominees in both, you know? So technically they should have won and been runner-up for each other, you know? Not Timothee Chalamet. This guy didn't even get nominated in the next award ceremony. And I understand that prizes aren't everything, but that don't make no type of sense, like, whatsoever. Like, that makes zero sense. Bro, y'all were upset with me when I had something to say, but look, Marty Supreme dropped on Christmas in 2025. Do you know when the Choice Awards were? They happened approximately
a few moments later.
10 days later, on January 4th. And then you're gonna say, Cardo. The critics got to see the movie before we, the public, got to see the movie. Okay, sure, that is true. How long on average does a critic get to see a movie before it gets released? I don't know, so I did my research. And guess what I found out? Boom. Critics usually see films a few days to a couple of weeks before release. A few days to a couple of weeks. That means they saw this movie in December. So then it's a problem when I say recency bias is why they gave it to him. Or maybe, like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know why they gave it to him. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm saying I don't know why they gave it to him. I'm saying it's recency bias. What are you saying it is? You feel me? But then here, y'all were upset when I had something to say. I said, cool. I didn't even see both movies. And I still haven't seen both movies. Yes, I am making another video on this before seeing both movies. Wait, relax, keep it in your pants. I will see Marty Supreme, okay?
Yeah, it's me. Don't cream your pants.
Don't get too excited. I will watch the movie, okay? But look, I was like, listen, maybe I'm tweaking. Maybe Sinners isn't as good as I thought it was. Maybe the general public does think that Marty Supreme, this ping pong ass movie, is going to be great. And I don't care. Yes, it's about ping pong. It's only going to be so good. I don't care how much time and effort and work they put into it. Good on them. They made the movie, but it's not going to be better than Sinners. It just can't. The concept of the movie won't allow it to be better than Sinners. Like, you can't compare them, you know? Like, they're not on equal footing. Like, I'm not gonna compare, like, Avengers to that new Ariana Grande movie that came out because they're not on equal footing, like, you know? But anyway, since I didn't watch Marty Supreme, I'm like, let's rely on these so-called critics, right? To see what the critics are actually saying about these movies. So, boom, I go on Rotten Tomatoes. We all know that's my most trusted, like, movie recommendation thing. I don't trust IMDb because I feel like they're very biased with certain movies and shows, and like some movies that I thought were actually really good, IMDb didn't like that much. So I usually like Rotten Tomatoes because I feel like it's more accurate. So boom, I go on Rotten Tomatoes. I do my little research, typing away and stuff. I go to Sinners. What does Sinners have? A 97% on the tomato meter. This is critics. This is critics right here. Y'all need to see that. The critics gave it a 97%. Great movie. Great movie.
Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now.
Really? Mm-hmm. Do you know what's in here?
I don't care. Don't tell me.
No.
The people watching it, this is just the audience, gave it 96%. Everybody was well entertained. They thought this was a great movie. But guess what? Now, we have to see what Marty did because, oh my gosh, Timothee won Best Actor. This movie has to be amazing. His performance was going to carry. And this movie was going to be better than Sinners because his performance was. And if the main actor of these movies aren't killing their performance, the movies can't possibly be that good. So, Marty Supreme obviously has a higher rating than Sinners. Let's just see what it is. Because I need to see, how far ahead Marty Supreme is compared to Ryan Coogler and Sinners, we got to see these things. Okay, so boom. We go on to Marty Supreme. Let's see what it is. Because, it's going to be, it must be, 99 or 100% or something, right? But are you guys seeing that too? Because hold on, because my eyes aren't working. This looks like a lower number than Sinners. No, but hold on, I'm tweaking. Hold on, what did Sinners have again? 97%. Okay, yeah. And what did Marty Supreme have? Oh
no, this can't be.
And this is who again? This is the critics? The critics who watched this didn't think Marty Supreme was a better movie. Okay, but then let's look at the audience. What did the audience think? Okay, so Sinners got a 96%. That's a good score. But obviously Marty Supreme was a way better movie and it made so much sense, right? So we go to Marty Supreme and would you look at that? That's 83. Am I tweaking or did Sinners have a higher number? Maybe 96?
Oh, great heavens!
They must have this all wrong. What? Sinners, my math isn't the greatest, mind you. It's not the greatest, but that looks like a 13% difference from the audience. So we got a 4% difference, which it's not too crazy, Mind you, this is the critics, the professional movie watchers. They thought Sinners was better, but then the audience enjoyed Sinners way more than Marty Supreme. Now, this doesn't mean Marty Supreme's a bad movie, but they enjoyed it way more. That's obviously saying something. But when Cardo says it's a problem, but this is what everybody else is saying.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck 'em.
How could you tell me his performance was better if no one thinks the movie's better? Not the critics, not the people. Who? And look, listen, guys. Once again, I want to watch the movie. I'm waiting. I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion. But in terms of this Best Actor thing, I'm scrolling on TikTok, and I'm seeing videos pop up on my TikTok feed talking about how Marty Supreme wasn't even all that. And this is coming from people who saw the movie. And they're saying it's not even all that. So what I did is I did the due diligence of saving these videos. So now I'm going to show you guys just two. It's nothing crazy. Just two little videos that I saw that kind of summarized for me, without seeing it, that I'm not crazy. I think Michael B. Jordan deserved to win it. Yes, I understand that legends get snubbed all the time, and that's okay. People aren't always going to win. But it's crazy for them to even give it to Timothee is what I'm really discovering. It was crazy for Timothee to win this award regardless of such, because at another award show that happened a week later, this guy didn't even get nominated for Best Actor. Not even a nomination. And yet you won the award on a different show. That says something to me, man. But I don't know. I'm just that crazy YouTuber guy who doesn't know what he's talking about, man. That's just me. So anyway, let's get to this little reaction. I gotta show you guys this. This guy, the first video we're gonna watch, this guy is like a little bit of a critic, okay? Tour A Show. I don't know how he pronounces it, but this guy, he watches movies and stuff. He's an actual critic. He watched the movie, and I listened to his breakdown. So I figured, let me come share it with you guys. Let's just watch and hear what he has to say about Marty Supreme.
The party pooper, but this movie is great for 90 minutes, but it's 150 minutes.
That's a whole nother hour.
Before they left the dog behind, it was fast and fun. It was a calamity of chaos and dreams. It was a focused, talented, broke young hustler trying to make it in a world full of potholes where his family is trying to bring him down while he's trying to uplift a whole sport. He's a
that sounds cool.
Who can seduce a married Hollywood star and a hustler who can slide into a local pool hall and take all the locals' money. It was gripping for 90 minutes, but something happened when they left the dog behind. I think the film lost its mojo. I remember watching that dog run after them and thinking, that is a gorgeous shot. This is the best movie that Safdie has ever made. And then 25 minutes later, I took that compliment back. The last hour is rough. Third acts are hard.
This guy said 25 minutes later.
All these people saying this is the greatest movie of the year, better than Sinners, better than...
Hold on. Notice how when he wanted to mention movies that were great, that this is supposed to be better than, Sinners was number 1 on his list. Why? Because that set the bar. You guys weren't paying attention. That set the bar. Sinners was great. Michael B. Jordan killed his role. If you don't feel that way, you're tweaking, bro. He played 2 different characters and made them feel like distinctly different people. It didn't feel like, oh, you saw him twice in the movie or whatever. Smoke and Stack were different people. How could you not give the man best actor for that, bro? Like he absolutely killed. He set the bar. But let me not talk too long because I'm not the critic. He is. Let's hear from him.
I want you to take a lie detector test and prove to me you watched the last 60 minutes and not just the first 90. The third act, the movie almost forgets what it's really about. There's so much begging people for money to go to Japan. We're trying to rob Gwyneth. We're at war over a dog. We're trying to scam a gangster. And we're accepting a spanking from a grown man? Are you?
Hey,
it was a lot of time away from the focus of the journey. And
that's your best actor?
the ending fell completely flat to me because having a child at the end of the movie should suggest he's become a man. But he is not a man. He is a miscreant. He's been hustling and scheming through the whole film. What's he going to do now? Hustle and scheme for 3? That wasn't an ending. That was just a stop point because I need to know what's going to happen. I'm worried about that baby. I don't know what Safdie thinks we're left with this fake I've become a man, I'm crying over my baby, but you're not a man. The kid is intense and Tyler is great, but anyone saying this is one of the great films of the year, did you really watch the whole thing?
And that's coming from a critic, bro. But once again, I'm just a YouTuber. What do I know? So let's go to the next guy. Now this guy, if you guys haven't seen him on your TikTok For You page, you might now. But shout out to this guy because I've never seen content like this. This guy's breaking down dialects and accents and like where people get it from and heritage and whatnot. He's breaking down Marty Supreme versus Sinners from a dialect aspect on how well they did the accents from the time period and locations that they're from. Do you guys know how crazy that is? But once again, I don't got the knowledge, so I'm going to leave it to the pros. Let's just listen. Let's just listen, guys. That's it.
Had a better performance than Timothee Chalamet, at least from a linguistic standpoint.
From a linguistic standpoint.
1930s Mississippi Delta accent is pretty on point in Sinners. Timothee Chalamet doesn't even sound like he's trying to do the accurate accent in Marty Supreme.
Hold on, wait. He's not even trying to do the accents? What? That's impossible. He's the best actor. He's the deserving best actor. This isn't up for debate. Best actor.
To listen to this clip of Michael B. Jordan speaking candidly in a Vogue interview. In specific, listen to how he says the first vowel in the word Michael.
No, I named after my dad, Michael A. Jordan.
He pronounces both vowels in that diphthong, saying Michael. This is because Michael B. Jordan was born in SoCal and raised in Newark, and neither of these areas have the southern vowel shift, which would flatten this diphthong, turning it into Michael. But Jordan's characters in Sinners are from the South, and so they do display this southern diphthong flattening quality. Listen to how he says die as da here.
I seen me and die.
Another thing I noticed that he does really well is non-rhoticity.
That looked like good acting.
His non-rhoticity is kind of inconsistent.
No glaze.
In this clip, for example, he says grandmother non-rhotically.
It's my grandmother's famous rum cakes. They're amazing. You take one home too.
But only a couple sentences later, he says nurturing rhotically.
And nurturing, very nurturing.
Now, this flip-flopping between rhoticity and non-rhoticity is pretty common in black Americans who aren't from the South. But Southern black Americans, especially those from the 1930s, tend to be a lot more consistently non-rhotic. And in Sinners, Jordan's accent is always non-rhotic. Listen to how he drops the R at the end of ever here.
I ain't ever seen no demons.
Last thing of note that I wanted to mention is that Jordan displays the cheer-chair merger, which I found especially impressive because that merger is almost entirely extinct in the United States, with the exception of Charleston.
I don't even know how this guy knows this stuff.
The merger did exist in the Mississippi Delta region, which is why in this clip we can hear Michael B. Jordan say careful instead of careful.
Hey, brother. Be careful.
There's really not much I can nitpick about Michael B. Jordan's accent in Sinners. It's one of the best I've ever heard in a period piece. And if you're wondering how I felt about Timothee Chalamet's accent in Marty Supreme, Jamal's comment that I'm responding to here was left on a video I made about that.
So, why don't we just go and watch that video? Let's hear how he feels about Marty Supreme.
Going into Marty Supreme, the thing I'm most excited to see was whether or not Timothee Chalamet could accurately replicate
Let's see what he has to say.
Jewish New Yorker accent. Marty Mouther, Timothee Chalamet's character, is loosely based on the real-life Marty Reisman, an Ashkenazi Jewish New Yorker born in the early 20th century. And as I've talked about before, the early to mid-20th century Jewish New Yorker accent is one of the most interesting accents in American history. So can Timothee Chalamet, a non-Jewish New Yorker from the 21st century, accurately pull it off? Well, something super noticeable about Reisman's accent is L vocalization. It's when the L sound in the coda of a word final syllable, basically the L sound after the last vowel of a word, is pronounced like a W or a vowel sound. It's pretty common in New York generally, but it's most common among older Jewish or black New Yorkers. We can hear it in Reisman's speech and how he says ball, like ball, in this clip.
Average player will learn how to smash the ball, defend against smash shots.
But Chalamet doesn't do this. Listen to how he says physical without L vocalization in this clip.
You want to get physical? Like an ape?
Another thing I noticed about Reisman's accent...
That wasn't... Hold on, if he's loosely based off the other guy, that wasn't even remotely close. Honestly... I don't even gotta finish this, bro. I don't even gotta finish this. Like, I think my point was proven. I'm gonna watch Marty Supreme. If you guys stayed this long, I appreciate you. But if I'm gonna watch Marty Supreme, but bro, like Timothee, long story short, I don't think Timothee actually deserved to get Best Actor. I think Michael B. Jordan deserved it. Bro, Timothee didn't even get nominated for a Golden Globe, bro. How do you win the Critics' Choice, but you don't even get nominated for the Golden Globe? Michael B. Jordan and the other dude were both nominated in both of them, because that means they most likely had deserving performances. But you heard me say that like a million times in this video, so I won't say it again. I appreciate you guys for staying this long. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Comment what you thought. If you still think Timothee deserved it, let me know. If you agree with me and think Michael B. Jordan deserved it, also let me know down in the comments. Once again, I appreciate you guys for staying this long. YouTube's got a video popping up right over here. They say this is the one for you, and they say you're going to enjoy it the most because YouTube knows what you watch, not me. So if I was you, I'd go check that video out, and I'll catch you guys right over there. Until then, don't know.
Sit back, kick back, smoke a little, talk a little. Sit back, kick back, smoke a little, talk a little. Sit back, kick back.